What's up, skanks? Dumpster fires. Dumpsters filled with flames. Dripping with sewage. What's up, guys? Chilling on the computer today. I got my Kit Supreme here. Kit Supreme. She's a Kit Supreme. What are you doing, Kitty? Upside down looking at the screen. She can see herself. Itty bitty kitty committee. Yeah. She's a sweetheart. She always loves the cuddles. Yeah, she's sweet, dude. I love these little tabbies. I love the little M on their forehead. It's hilarious. She'll sit with you. As long as you hold her like this, she'll sit with you all day. But she's rowdy, dude. She picks on these fucking boy cats and just beats the shit out of them. Don't ya? Don't ya? Go play. Go play. What's up, pimps? I don't want to hear it. Shut up! Thanks, dude. I just don't understand why he wants to flip out every time I stream. It just doesn't make any sense. He does not do this at any other point of the day. Only when I stream. He starts doing that weird meowing thing. It's fucking bizarre. Don't care. Don't care. It's just, I don't get it. I cannot crack the code on that. He does not do that at any other point. Only, my hair's all fucked up. Only when I'm streaming, dude. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I'm going to start this video off. We'll kind of make this, I'm going to play some games on here. Ignore this fucking enormous zit that I had on my fucking neck here. That looks like shit. It's always got to be at the angle that I have the camera on too, but yeah, this was a fucking beast, dude. This thing was huge. I finally got it yesterday. But, took my wife out Starbucks for fucking Mother's Day, and of course it's a long-ass fucking line. I got this, like, weird refresher thing, but I asked him with no, I don't want no fruit pieces floating around in it. But, I'm sitting there. It's raining outside. And, there's, next to the Starbucks, there's a car wash. It's like pouring. There's fucking cars going into the car wash, getting their fucking cars washed, and it's raining outside. I never understood that. First of all, I've never gotten my car washed, any cars I've ever had, because it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, unless you have a white car that just looks really bad when it's dirty, I don't really think it's really necessary. But there's literally free water coming out the goddamn sky, and these motherfuckers are going in to pay for water to be put on their car. Like, I never understood that, dude. No, I don't like pulp in anything, dude. Orange juice or otherwise. I don't want to drink chunks. Candiditos cart? Steam? Never heard of that, dude. You must have gifted it to me. But I just don't understand, like, why people do that. There's rain coming out the sky onto your car for free. Why are you getting a car wash? To get the soap, I guess? I mean, these cars going through, they're not even dirty. It's just, give me the money, dude. If you guys want to just throw your money in the garbage, give it to me. But I'm going to start out, I want to talk about a couple things. I'm going to talk about the Mortal Kombat movie, and I wanted to talk about Resident Evil Village. So we'll start off doing that. First, the Mortal Kombat movie. Okay, so here's where I stand with the new Mortal Kombat movie. I liked it. It was an okay movie. Do I like it more than the 1995 movie? No, I didn't expect it to. I have a very, very deep nostalgia for the original movie. I have a lot of memories about that movie. When I was a kid, I remember I was watching TV, and the fucking commercial came on out of nowhere. Because back then, you didn't know anything about this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there was no boards or internet or anything. Back in 1995, I mean, when the trailer showed up on TV, that's the first time you heard about it. So I'm sitting there. I just got done playing fucking Mortal Kombat 2. And I'm sitting out there watching some TV movie or something. And a fucking trailer for Mortal Kombat come on. Dude, I was fucking flipping out. Dude, I fucking stood up. I was fucking... I'm fucking running around the fucking house, just fucking flipping out, dude, fucking punching walls and shit. Just fucking, I'm just like, Mortal Kombat! I'm fucking ran into my parents' room. They were like laying in the bed. I was like, oh my god, Mortal Kombat! It's coming out tomorrow. We gotta go right now. I was fucking flipping out, and like we didn't go to movies very often, dude. So I knew I had to lay it on thick, dude. Because to bring 3 kids to the theater or anything like that, it was hard on my parents. And it was playing at the drive-in that next day, and I remember we went and seen it. And I remember it was raining really fucking hard. I'll never forget that. It was raining so hard like you could barely even see the screen because where we were parked, and we were like, we couldn't sit outside the car because it was raining. I was sitting in the back seat. I could barely even see it, but what I could see, I was loving it. You know, it's like Goro and the Mortal Kombat, when I fucking started up, like, Mortal Kombat, and the fucking, the titles, dude, I was fucking in the back seat, just fucking having a stroke, dude, like I was just, you know, I was knee deep in fucking Mortal Kombat at this point in my life, around 1995, dude, I was all about that shit. So, I really liked it. It's not a perfect movie. Yeah, it should have been rated R, it should have been PG-13. I would have been able to watch it even if it was rated R. And, yeah, it was kind of tame, kind of had a TV movie quality about it, and, but I always liked it. I've always liked Mortal Kombat. I've always thought it was the best video game movie, and to this day, I still hold that to be true. So this new one comes out, and I knew I wasn't going to like it as much, but the problem with this new movie, dude, is it's like the first act of a movie. It's like they've taken the first act, the setup, meeting the characters, meeting everybody, getting everything established, but that's the whole movie. So it's like the first part of a network series or something, you know what I mean? So you want to go on to the next episode, but there is no next episode. And that's kind of the problem with it, you know? And then I'm going to kind of get into spoilers here a little bit. You guys aren't really going to miss much by listening to me talk about this if you haven't seen it already. But, there's no tournament, okay? I mean, that's literally the whole point of Mortal Kombat. I like the tournament structure. You know what I mean? I like, you know, like Shao Kahn watching the fights, the loser loses their soul, you know, like the whole tournament structure of the whole thing. You know, like Outworld's won 9 of them, they're trying to win the 10th, that whole thing, they do it on that crazy island, and I like that. The first movie kind of nailed that. Even though, in my opinion, the first movie didn't even really do that well. It didn't really feel like a tournament. Once they got to the island, it kind of just went all over the place, really. They were just kind of randomly fighting people. There wasn't really the structure that I would like in a tournament. You know, kind of like how Bloodsport was. You guys remember that movie, Bloodsport? That's the way they really should have done the tournament in Mortal Kombat in the first movie. But I like that. That's, you know, it's perfect for a movie. There's been a lot of movies with tournaments like that movie The Quest and stuff. I like that. But there's no tournament in this movie. It's literally just setting up the characters, and, you know, every now and then there'll be a fight. And a lot of the movie is set at Raiden's temple, and Raiden's temple is a goddamn cave. So I would say maybe 30, 45 minutes of this movie is in a goddamn cave, and it's a very boring location. And there's really only a handful of locations in this entire movie. There's that cave, there's like one city street, and there's an outside area in the beginning of the movie, and then there's like a couple little locations that they warp to fight at, like this like frozen area and stuff. And it just doesn't work. You know, it doesn't really feel like Mortal Kombat. As a matter of fact, I kind of forgot I was watching Mortal Kombat at certain points. It was odd. But, one thing that definitely struck me about this movie is the acting was garbage, dude. Like, we're talking high school production, like the production that I put on when I was in fucking high school of Grease. Like, I was in a high school play of Grease back in the day. There's some better motherfucking actors in my high school class than this movie, dude. Sonya Blade, okay, I mean, garbage, dude. I don't know what fucking back alley that this fucking woman was prostituting at that they found her at. But, woo, she was terrible. Sonya, I hope they replace Sonya in the next movie because she can't act her way out of a wet paper sack, dude. It was bad. It was bad. Can you guys quit commenting on the table? Okay, it's messy. We're cleaning out the table. Who gives a fuck, guys? You know, it's funny. I'll be talking about something and, you know, like, but that's all you guys can focus on is the fucking table. Like, who gives a fuck? Okay, who cares? I could have, you know, who cares if I had a naked woman that I'm fucking laying back on that fucking table? Who cares? That's not even the focus. Okay, you guys comment about the table every single time, dude. It's gonna get to the point where I'm not even gonna have my face on here. I'm just gonna have my voice because I'm just sick of hearing about it. I'm literally cleaning. That's why everything's on the floor back there because I'm cleaning out everything. That table opens up, so I'm going through all my paperwork and getting everything out. I'm in the middle of it. But it's just like, who cares, dude? Like, who cares how messy someone's house is or the table? Like, I swear, every goddamn time I do a stream anymore, somebody's got to comment about the fucking table, dude. It's ridiculous. But anyways, Sonya Blade can't act. Nah, dude. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable, dude. And I don't know where they got this bitch. I've never seen her before. She needs to be doing, like, OnlyFans and showing her butthole for fucking 25 cents and shit. You know, that's where her talents lie because, you know, she ain't worth a fuck, dude. She was bad. They got the main character is this guy named Cole, and through the entire movie, you keep thinking that Cole is gonna turn into somebody that you know from the video games, but it just never transpires that way. At one point, you're thinking, okay, maybe he's Scorpion. No. At one point, you're thinking, you know, maybe he's somebody special from the games, because why would you think that? Is it because it's Mortal Kombat and everybody in the movies from the goddamn games? No, not this guy. Cole is just Cole. It's just a random guy, dude. It just doesn't make any sense. They don't want it. I was reading reports they didn't want to get Johnny Cage because I've heard different things like they don't want a white guy saving the day in this movie or something. Yeah, okay, dude, whatever. You know, even that's a very large percentile of people that's going to watch your movie are white people, so you might not want to shit on that, and it's probably why the movie hasn't done as well as they thought it was going to, because you pissed off a lot of people with that. But Cole is like at least 3/4 to a half white, so why not just get Johnny Cage? This guy can't act either. I've never seen this guy before. I don't know what fucking YouTube channel they got this guy from. He's fucking ridiculous. And he's terrible. So I never understood that. And his special power is literally getting his ass kicked. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally his power. He like gets a special armor that like comes over his body like towards the end when he's fighting Goro. And that's his power. His power is getting his ass kicked. So whenever he gets punched, it like absorbs the hit. Then he gets these like police baton things, and he just looks really fucking retarded, dude. He looks like some terrible cosplayer that you fucking see at a fucking con that's dressed up in something that his mother threw together for him in fucking 15 minutes, dude, from a fucking costume store. He's terrible. They did Goro really dirty. I mean, Goro just gets his ass kicked pretty much. I mean, that was really sad. I was like, did they really kill Goro? Like, what? You know, like, so they busted that nut really fast. I thought they were going to at least save Goro for the next movie. And I was like, what is going on here? So, you know, halfway through the movie, people start getting these special powers, like, out of nowhere. Kano gets mad. I mean, I've been mad. Okay, I've gotten really mad before, guys. Never shot laser beams out my fucking eye after I got mad. They never really established as to why that happens. So Kung Lao, like, pisses Kano off, like, on purpose to get him to, like, unleash his inner powers or something. And he, like, shoots a laser beam out his eye, like, what? They never established that, like, at all. I mean, at least with Kano in the first movie, I mean, he kind of, like, it didn't shoot laser beams out of it, he just had, like, a weird prosthetic-looking eye. So I don't understand it, you know, like, why are they getting... They never explain why they're getting these powers. All of a sudden, Sonya can just shoot fucking cotton candy out her... These, like, cotton candy laser beams out her fucking hands all of a sudden for some reason. Never established that. That doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird movie, dude. It really is. It kind of does feel like a Netflix special. Kano saves the movie. If it wasn't for Kano, this movie would have been a complete wash. Kano and Sub-Zero save the movie. Like, Kano is fucking hilarious, dude. Like, I laughed quite a few times. Every time the movie was kind of losing me, Kano would bring me back in, or something. Kano would bring me back in, or they introduced Cabal. Cabal was really cool looking. And this, he's actually one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters, so I was pretty happy to see him. It's not as gory as I thought it was going to be. They made this really big thing about how gory this was going to be. It's rated R, it's hard R, and blah, blah, blah. No, it's more rated R for language, really. It's weird. Like, I forgot about even having fatalities in this movie at a certain point. Because they had Natara, that one flying bitch from, like, I think it's Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance or 4, I can't remember. But she's in it, and I knew they were going to probably kill this bitch because she had, like, no characterization at all. And they cut her ass in half with Kung Lao's hat, which was pretty cool. But the fatalities are taken directly from the games. So there's not really a whole lot of, you know, coming up with something cool here, you know, originality. That Kung Lao fatality is literally ripped right out of the game. So it's not anything you guys haven't seen before. Melina gets a hole punched through her, and that was pretty much taken right out of the games too. The heart rip, I mean, and that's cool. You know, I understand, like, take it out of the games is cool, but it looked better in the games, in my opinion. It was bloodier, and I'd like to have some original fatalities. Come up with something original. But, yeah, Melina got fucked up. A lot of people were bitching about Melina and how she looked, and people were pissed that she was black for some reason. That didn't bother me at all. I thought Melina was cool in the movie. I liked the jaw thing she had at the end. Like, her mouth opened up real wide, and it was fucking freaky looking. I thought she did a good job. She wasn't in it enough. Got 119 viewers in here, dude. Hell yeah. I got more viewers in here than when I was playing Resident Evil Village yesterday. It's weird. It's just fucking weird, dude. YouTube's algorithm. But, yeah. So, it's overall, it's a good movie. I'd give it like a 7.5, 7. I enjoyed it, even despite, you know, like, I even told my brother when we started watching it, I was like, if this is stupid, I'm going to turn it off. Because I'm like, I don't know, I've heard some mixed things. But we watched the whole thing, and it's 110 minutes, and it flew by. And like I said, Sub-Zero, they set him up as like a serial killer, or like a slasher villain. And I really liked that. That was cool. I liked the way they set him up. I didn't expect Sub-Zero to be the bad guy. You would think Scorpion would be more of a bad guy type character, you know what I mean? Having the skull and the fire in the depths of hell type thing. But no, they went with a Sub-Zero, and that was kind of interesting. And I liked when he was walking down the city street, like just raining down chaos. I want to see more of that in the next movie, or it's supposed to be a trilogy. They're wanting to do, like, the setup for the first one, the tournament with the next one, and then basically Mortal Kombat 3 with the next one where they invade anyways, but yeah, it was good. It wasn't great. I don't know if it's gonna... And movies like that are hedging on there being a series of movies before the first one is even out kind of pisses me off, too. Because there's no telling if this is going to do good enough to reach a sequel. I think it probably has. But it got its ass beat second week in the box office by some anime movie I've never even heard of. But it should have just been a Netflix movie, direct to Netflix, NC-17, something really grisly, you know what I mean? But I also wanted to talk about Resident Evil Village, because I beat that last night. And yeah, you know, it's a hard game to talk about, dude. It really is. Like, I don't know, you know, like, I like it, but the more I sit and like think about it, the more I'm just like, I kind of flip flop on certain things about it. I don't know. It's an interesting direction to take the game in. It really is. Here's how I feel about Resident Evil Village, dude. Okay, so I like it. Okay, so Resident Evil 7, I like the setting of that game better. I like the characters in that game better. The villains. I even like the story beats better in that game. But I would say Village definitely has better gameplay. Thanks, Colin. Mortal Kombat was solid but not great. I still think it was BS that Johnny Cage was on it. Yeah, I guess they want to save Johnny Cage for later. I don't know, dude. It doesn't. I mean, they're hedging on this movie doing really well to actually create something here. They should have just created. You got one shot to make a movie, dude. Don't ever think there's going to be sequels because there might not be a sequel. So, but yeah, Mortal Kombat for Resident Evil Village. Yeah, here's where I'm at with it, dude. Like, I think it does have better gameplay than Resident Evil 7. There's definitely more to do. The game is paced well. I was never bored in it. But it's one of those roller coaster ride type games, kind of like Uncharted, or like some kind of blockbuster AAA type thing where it's basically like a carnival ride. It's one of those types of games. There's multiple points in the game that I thought I was gonna die, but it's like scripted and you're supposed to die there, and it jerks you from one part to another. And it's one thing I will say about the game is that you're never bored. Okay, you are always doing different things. So once you get sick of fighting the Lycan enemies, all of a sudden you're in Lady D's castle fighting these hooded guys, running away from the sisters, and doing that thing. And it's weird. And I'm going to get into some spoiler shit for this too. But it's weird. It's weird how they hyped up Lady D and the sisters as being a really big part of the game. I mean, the castle is, and all the advertising, and it's like one of the first things you see in the village, and you're in the castle for maybe an hour and a half of this 9-hour game. And it took me 9 hours to beat this game, and you're only in the castle for maybe an hour and a half. I mean, it's not even a really big part of the game. You kill those fucking Locust sisters like they're regular enemies, like they're nothing, with hardly any fanfare at all. And Lady D is the first boss. So you do all that, you leave the castle, it's like, what is left? I mean, I will give it to Capcom. I don't think they expected this Lady D thing to take off like it did. I think they're probably kicking themselves for not making her a bigger part of the game, because it's crazy, dude. Like, they could have taken the time, they had that hunchback weird fish fucker, and taken him completely out of the game and had more Lady D in it. I don't think they expected Lady D to take off like this. So I was just like, okay, so she's dead now. The sisters are dead. And I was like, what's left? Well, they kind of hit a lot of this. There's 4 lords, and she's only one of them. So you got this Heisenberg guy with this hammer. And, no, Heisenberg's the Magneto guy. He's like this big Magneto guy, and he's fucking cool. Then you got this doll guy, and that's one of the best parts of the game that actually Capcom was pretty good with hiding that and didn't show anything about that part of the game. And like I said, spoilers, but there's one part of the game where you go to this weird mansion that's off to the side of the castle, and it's creepy. It's actually legitimately, I would say that part is scarier than anything that was even in Resident Evil 7. So I was like pretty surprised. You go into this mansion and it turns into straight up PT. Like, you guys know about PT. And it turns into that. I mean, it's pretty fucking frightening. You get all your weapons taken away. It turns into a puzzle game. And you get this weird fucking crying baby slug chasing you into the darkness of this mansion, and you can't fucking leave. And you're hiding from it under the bed. I wanted more of that, dude. Like, I wish way more of the game was psychological and crazy. And you got these dolls that are sitting on the shelf, like, doing this fucking weird shaking shit as you're walking by them, and, like, watching you as you're walking by. And, like, it was really cool. I really liked that part. But then right after that, you go to the fish guy. The hunchback guy, hunchback lord, was bad. It was bad. They should have taken him completely out of the game. They went with a sympathetic villain route with him, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. That guy sucked. His whole boss battle was this weird scripted sequence with this fish monster that's stolen right out of Resident Evil 4. It wasn't good. Heisenberg, you go to this big factory, and it's interesting that they didn't show anything about this factory in any of the advertising or anything. And this is a really cool setting. And I've heard people tell me that they didn't like it, but I had a lot of fun in the factory. And people were like, I got lost all the time. I didn't get lost at all in the factory. I blew through that part, and I had a lot of fun in it. It was really dark. They introduced these new enemies with drills for arms, and like this like tyrant heart, like red thing on their chest that you have to shoot in order to kill them. And then they're really creepy enemies, and they're like in the basement of this factory, like chasing you around, and it's really cool. I really like that part. And they're like making these they're making people in a factory, so they're like, you know, holding them up, they're like suspended in the air on a conveyor belt, and they're like turning them into like robot monsters and shit. Like, it's actually pretty cool. I like the factory, and it's set up kind of like the castle. So if you guys, so I was kind of worried there wasn't going to be any other parts to really explore or anything in the game, because you go to the castle and it opens up kind of like Resident Evil. Then you leave the castle and it's very much a straight ahead shot after that. And then you go to the factory and it opens up again, so I was pretty happy about that. And then after that, it kind of goes off the rails in the end, but I kind of appreciated it because it was just like, okay, let's just go fucking insane at the end, and I liked that. There's a part with Chris that I won't ruin, and it ends pretty strong, I would say. They actually make you kind of feel for Ethan a little bit, and so that's kind of cool. Overall, I would say it's on par with 7, but I just like it in different ways. I would choose 7 over it, probably, just because I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre motif that one had, and I just love it. I love what 7 tried to do, even though the end of the game wasn't very strong. 8 is more consistent throughout. I will say that. It ends a lot stronger than 7 did. It has better boss battles than 7, although they're not as memorable. I think that fight in the garage where you're in the car fighting that one guy is more memorable than any of the boss fights in 8, in my opinion. You're not going to beat Village in 7 hours, dude. You're just not. You're not. Get down! Get down. Down, kitty. I had people helping me in the stream, telling me exactly where to go in some instances, and it still almost took me 9-10 hours to beat this game, guys. So, if you're worried about that, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to beat this game in 7 hours unless you have a guide right next to you or something, and, you know, it's pretty easy to get lost in this game and get turned around, and I got turned around quite a bit. What you doing, kitty? Dude, she'll just fall asleep here if I hold her like this. But, overall, it's good. I felt like it was definitely all over the place. Like, it didn't know what it wanted to be. It was just kind of like, at a certain point, they're like, I want this to be scary, but I also want it to be like Resident Evil 4, but I also want it to be like a blockbuster roller coaster ride game, and it was just all over the place. I feel like Resident Evil 7 had more of a singular vision for what it wanted to be, but this one didn't. I felt like... And it's weird that if they are making a Resident Evil 4 remake, it's weird to me that they would make this so close to Resident Evil 4 with the setting and everything else. Because I did get a lot of Resident Evil 4 vibes from this. But I'm about 50-50 on it, guys. There's a lot of things I like about it. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. I don't feel like Ethan's a very strong character. I don't know why we had to be Ethan again. I don't know why we even had to really continue from Resident Evil 7, really. I would have preferred to just be Chris or something. But you're going to sleep, aren't you, kitty? Yeah. Yeah. She loves being held like this, dude. She'll just fall asleep. Oh, you sneezing? Sneezing? You sneezing? You purring? But yeah, guys, I mean, it's... Thanks, Colin. In comparison to the Resident Evil 2, 3 remakes, how does 8 stack up? I would say I like 8 better than the 3 remake, for sure. I like 8 better than Resident Evil 5. I like 8 better than Resident Evil 6. But I don't like it better than the Resident Evil 2 remake. I don't like it better than Resident Evil 4. I would, you know... This is one of those types of games I don't know if I would ever play again anytime soon, you know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I'm actually thinking about maybe taking this in and trading it in, because I just don't think I'm going to play it again anytime soon. It's just one of those types of games. Once you experience it... And one of the biggest problems I have with this game is how easy it is. And I didn't really expect that, you know? Like, I died a few times in Resident Evil 7, dude, but Resident Evil 8, I did not die at all in this game until that scripted fish battle where I kept doing something wrong and I was dying, and then I died one time at the last boss. And that's it. Like, the whole rest of the game, it's a really, really easy game, dude. Like, I would recommend it, those that are going to play it, I would recommend playing it on the harder difficulty. If you want a challenge, I mean, it's really easy, dude. Like, enemies are not going to kill you in this game. They're just not. Not only that, but like you'll heal automatically. So like if you're in the danger zone and the red zone, and you give it some time, you will go back up a level by itself, and you won't die. And even when you're about to die, something will flash on the screen telling you to heal. So you're not gonna just die out of the blue in this game. Like, oh man, I didn't see that coming. Nah, you have plenty of health, and you're just not gonna die very easily in this, and it's kind of weird. So I would recommend, if I had to go back in time, I would play it on hard mode. So I never even blocked in 7, dude. There's a block mechanic in 8 that I never used. I never used it. The only time I ever used it was at the end when you're fighting this giant thing and you're in this machine. That's it. But I don't like to have to do that, Frank. I don't want to have to create my own challenges for a game to be challenging, you know? Like, I don't want to do that. A game should just be challenging. Resident Evil 2 Remake was challenging. It was. Like, I had to relearn how to play Resident Evil to play that. Like, I had to learn to shoot zombies in the fucking legs. You know, headshots were not going to work in that game. You had to, like, it was a tough game until you got the groove of it and shit. This Resident Evil 8 is not challenging. It's just not. And at a detriment, too. Like, when Lady D is chasing you around that castle, she's not intimidating, dude, because you can literally just run right by her. You're not gonna die. It's just not gonna happen, dude. Like, you got, first of all, you got so much health to begin with. If she grabs you, she's gonna attack you, and then you're just gonna get away. Even when you're in, like, the caution on your health, if she grabs you and attacks you, you could still just get away. I mean, you're just not gonna die in this game, dude. And then it just kind of takes away from any kind of horror element, because there's just nothing. There's nothing that's gonna kill you. You're never scared of dying in this game, dude. And you're always flush with health. You always have health potions and stuff. But she's not really, Lady D is a very small part of this game, guys. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, like, if you're thinking that, you know, she's going to be a big presence, she's not. I would say total, she's in the game maybe 20 minutes. So the game is too easy, dude. And that's one thing. But the thing is, I can't see how it would really be much harder of a game, really. I mean, like, if you put it on a harder difficulty, what are the enemies going to be? Bullet sponges? I mean, or maybe you'll take more damage from hits. I don't know, dude. I mean, I never really ran out of ammo. I just never hurting for resources, and I didn't even collect everything, dude. You guys know how I play. I run through shit. So I never had any problems with bullets or anything. And there's a lot of guns I guess I missed. I went through a YouTube video last night, and I was like, I didn't get that gun. I didn't get that gun. I didn't get that gun. So yeah, if you don't look, you'll miss shit. What's up, guys? What's up? 17-minute video with all her scenes. Yeah, I mean, she's only in it for like 20 minutes. Like I said, I think Capcom fucked up, and they know they fucked up. And they're not making her like the main villain. They should have made her the main villain. Because she's not the main villain. There's this other woman named Miranda who's the main villain, and she's like barely a presence in the game. You know what I mean? Like, she's like the Ultimacia from Resident Evil 8 of this game. I mean, of Final Fantasy 8. Like, the Ultimacia of this game. Like, it's weird. Like, she kind of comes out of nowhere. And they're talking about Miranda all the time, but you never see her until the very end of the game. And she's lame, dude. She's just one of those, I'm going to take over the world, bitches, with, like, you know, nothing. There's no nuance to her character. Lady D would have been a way better main villain. And I guess they didn't even. You're telling me nobody on the development team thought that, you know, like, maybe we should make her the main villain. Lady D is a lot more interesting. So I find it interesting. Thanks, Basehead. It's weird. It's weird. Miranda is the main villain, and she's barely in the game at all until the very end. You don't even really see her until the very end of the game, and then she's in it even less time than Lady D is. I would say Heisenberg is probably in the game more than Miranda is. It's just weird. Yeah, the villains. A lot of the villains didn't really do it for me. Any plans to do another Bad RPG Maker stream? I know you want to keep it fresh, but it would be hilarious to see you play more. Yeah, I'll probably play another one at some point. I think Summoner. Village is a great game in its own right, but I agree it should be a bit more difficult. It lacks the tension of 7. Yeah, it lacks tension, dude. I mean, what's scary about a game when you know you're not going to die? I mean, at a certain point, I was literally just running past enemies, dude. Like, at a certain point, more enemies do appear in the village area, and I just ran by them. I mean, why even fight it? I mean, it's not going to kill you. I mean, there's even a part where you fight this giant werewolf thing, and I got this grenade launcher to kill it with, and there's no tension. There's supposed to be, like, tension in this part when you're, like, hiding. They want you to, like, hide and get away from this thing and then go get the grenade launcher and get it. Dude, I'm running right past this motherfucker. Yeah, he's grabbing me, but he's not going to kill me. So, I mean, who gives a fuck, you know? Like, you're not gonna die. It's not like Outlast when you get fucking caught, you're fucking dead. You know, like, it's just stupid. You always got health stuff. The health maxes out your health. So it's easy to make health potions, and then when you use it, it just completely maxes out your health. And then it has the audacity to be able to, you can upgrade your health further if you want to make it even easier. So it's a weird direction that they went in. They're like, oh, people complain that Resident Evil 7 was too scary, so we made this one less scary. I've never heard anybody complain that Resident Evil 7 was too scary, dude. What kind of bitch-ass punks are you guys talking to that's saying Resident Evil 7 was too scary to play? No, it really wasn't. I'm not sure where they got that information from. They just wanted to make this one more commercial. But it's weird, though, because Resident Evil 7 sold really well. I mean, it sold like 8 million some copies. Like, it was one of their best-selling games of all time. Resident Evil 7 was like a slow burn. Like, it started out, it didn't sell according to projections, and then that game sold a lot. So, I'm not sure where they're getting that people are, you know, want less scary, because that game sold well enough. So, it's weird. But yeah, I want to talk about that shit real quick. Resident Evil hasn't been scary for a long time, but I will say Resident Evil 2 Remake had some scary shit in it, dude. Mr. X, before you figure it out, and everybody always talks about, oh, well, Mr. X is easy to manipulate, and he's easy to get away from, blah, blah, blah. Before you learned how Mr. X's AI worked, you were scared of Mr. X, okay? Anything that you play over and over again and you map it out, and it's not gonna stay scary forever. That's the thing about horror games that a lot of people don't seem to understand. A horror game is not going to be scary forever. A horror game has one opportunity to scare you during one playthrough, and on repeated playthroughs, it's going to get less and less scary. People don't seem to understand that. A horror game is not going to remain scary forever. In the first playthrough of Resident Evil Remake, Mr. X fucking scared you, dude. Like, he was intimidating. You know, so his footsteps and everything, he's fucking terrifying the first time. I mean, he still, in my opinion, has more tension than... He's way more tension than Lady D is. Mr. X will grab you. Mr. X will end you. You will die. You know, especially on the harder difficulties. Lady D is just not intimidating, dude. She's, you know, even if she grabs you, she's not gonna kill you. Thanks, Hug Savage. Do you feel like movie rentals need to be cheaper if theaters are gonna stay open? I don't know, man. It's just with these streaming services, you know, theaters are gonna have a rough time, dude. Like, if this shit don't end and people start going back to the theaters, I mean, the laziness of people is gonna end theaters, dude. It really is, and that's really sad because I really like going to the theaters, but case in point, I didn't go and see Mortal Kombat in the theater like I said I was going to. I ended up watching it on HBO with my brother. So, I mean, convenience is gonna win out ultimately. Thanks, Dumality. I have an updated version of that Silent Rob RPG Maker game that should be done in the next few weeks. I'll share it on FTU when it's done. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, these cats are always meowing and shit. Oh, I'm sure there's some Mr. X Lady D pornography being made right now. There's probably a 24-part saga of it, you know. 13 gigs of porn between those two already on the fucking internet somewhere. Yeah, drive-ins. I have a drive-in near me in Sydney that I go to. I watched Empire Strikes Back here last year. You ever heard of Plex? Streaming in oh yeah, I've heard of Plex. I haven't gone to the last time I went to the theaters was when I went and seen 1917. So that was like last January, I think. It's been a while, over a year since I've been to the theater. But hold on, guys. I'm going to go see what these cats are flipping out about here. I will be right back. All right. Oh, shit. Got me a dooski. The last dooski. I'm going to have to go get me some pop or something here. They're flipping out, wanting food. My brother has the food in his car. I told him, that's why I opened his door. I was like, you gotta go get this food out of your car and feed these cats, bro. Just running around. He bought the food this time. I bought it last time. So. Last film you saw in theaters was Logan. Holy shit, dude. That's like, what? 3 years ago? 4 years ago? When did Logan come out? 157 people in here? Holy shit, dude. You guys just like to... You guys like to see me just sitting here talking than you do to actually watch me play Resident Evil Village. That's interesting. Never would have called that one. 159 people in here, dude. That's wild. Returnal. My brother has Returnal. We were playing it. I was watching him play it. I asked him the other day if he's still playing it. He said it's too fucking hard. Returnal's tough, right?
It's really good though.
Is it really good? I might go trade. Maybe I'll go trade Village in and get me Returnal today. And play it. 162 people, dude. That's fucking crazy town. What is the best Fast and the Furious movie? I don't watch those movies, dude. I have not seen those movies. The last Fast and the Furious... Do you guys want to know the last Fast and the Furious movie I watched was Tokyo Drift. That's the last one I watched. Thanks, Mariner. Yo, Rafnet's N64 GameCube controller adaptable for USB is amazing. Works with my vintage horror pad. Happy Mother's Day, gotta bounce. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I might actually get that. Then I can play N64 games for you guys. The last one I seen was Tokyo Drift. That guy I used to hang out with all the time. I told you guys about. Always wanted to watch that movie. He was all about the Tokyo scene and the drifting scene. So he was all about it, dude. And I seen Too Fast, Too Furious in the theaters with it was a double feature at the drive-in with Triple X. So it was Triple X and Too Fast, Too Furious. I saw that. Too Fast, Too Furious is by far the worst one, is what I've heard. Is that the worst one? Is that considered to be the worst one in the franchise? because it was pretty garbage. And I saw Tokyo Drift, and that was it. There's like 8 or 9 of them now, isn't there? Automata Lista is a terrible game, though, dude. I remember when that game came out, like, oh my god, it's Cell Shaded Racer. Barely control it, dude. It's like the worst controlling racing game of all time. Favorite Mel Brooks movie? Mel Brooks, he made this one movie. I think it's called Defending Your Life. Where about this guy dies and he has to like defend his life like a lawyer style in order to like get into heaven, and if he doesn't, he has to like go back to Earth or something. I remember I really liked that movie. That's Mel Brooks, isn't it? No. That's out. No, that's not Mel Brooks. No, I'm thinking I'm a retard. There's Mel Brooks is the Blazing Saddles guy and everything. I like. Do I like Spaceballs the best? I probably like the Producers. No, I don't know. I like a lot of his movies, dude. Mel Brooks is interesting. Okay, here's the thing about Mel Brooks. I like his movies. I'll watch his movies, but I don't particularly find them to be that funny. Like, I'll sit there and I'll watch Robin Hood Men in Tights, and I like it, but I'm not laughing. I'm not, like, busting a gut at it, you know what I mean? And the same thing with Spaceballs. I like Spaceballs. I'll watch Spaceballs, but I'm not, like, laughing my ass off at Spaceballs. Like, Blazing Saddles, dude. Like, my grandpa thought that movie was so funny, dude. Like, when they're sitting around in the campfire farting and shit. Like, my grandpa used to be laughing his ass off. Young Frankenstein might be his best movie. Me and my mom used to watch that quite often. But if I had to pick one with a gun to my head, I would probably pick Robin Hood Men in Tights, because I have the most nostalgia for that one. But it's interesting because, believe it or not, I've never actually seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. So, hold on, I'm gonna see what my brother's doing here. Dude, what are you doing? Hold on, I gotta text my brother real quick something. Alright. I've never seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I have it on Blu-ray. Alan Rickman's the bad guy, and I've never seen it. There's, you know, there's things I find funny about each of his movies, but I just don't find the whole things to be funny. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of things that I feel like a lot of his jokes just don't hit. And but there are funny things. I like Spaceballs, where it's like, comb in the desert, and then they're like, you find anything? We ain't found shit. But, you know, then there's like the part of the Spaceballs with the advertising that they're always doing that joke, like the Spaceballs shirts, and I don't know. It's just some things I don't fucking find funny in it. But thanks, Paul. I like the one Fast and Furious movie where Vin Diesel can't eat solid food anymore. I don't know if that's a joke. It went over my head, dude. I don't know. Is he crippled in one of them? I don't remember the first one. I remember Too Fast, Too Furious, and I liked Tokyo Drift. I think 4 is the one where Michelle Rodriguez's character comes back, because she dies in the second one, I believe. 5 is the bank robbery one, right? Fast 5 is where it just turns into a completely different genre of movie. 6, and then what is it? I don't remember. I don't fucking know, dude. I'll have to sit and, you know. This is the kind of thing, like, I wish I could, if there was a way I could watch movies with you guys without me getting, like, sued or immediately assassinated. You know, like, I would love to be able to just sit and watch movies, you know, like, turn on some Fast and Furious movies and chill and watch them with you guys, but I would get sued off the fucking internet doing that. It's just the way things are. What are you doing, itty bits? Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? You eating something off the ground? Don't do that. Please quit tearing up my carpet, girl. Okay? I love you. But you gotta stop. She's tearing my carpet up. Michelle Rodriguez, dude, I gotta tell you, I've always had a thing for Michelle Rodriguez, dude. I have a thing for Latino women that are hot, that could also kick the shit out of me. Like, dude, I love. To me, it's so hot when a woman could just pick me up by the neck and just throw me on the bed and just fucking take the D for ransom, dude. Just take it. And that's one thing with Ani. I love Ani, but she is not a take the D kind of woman, dude. I'm usually the one initiating it, and she is just not the throw me on the bed type girl, dude. I love women that do that, dude. I've had a few women. Believe it or not, Courtney actually used to do that, dude. Like, I'd come home from work, and she would push me up against the fucking closet and just rip my pants off, dude. Michelle Rodriguez is that type of fucking woman, dude. Like, she'll just take the D. Okay, she ain't gonna ask. She's taking it. She's putting a gun to your head, telling you, get on the fucking bed. It's time to fuck. So I love that. That's hot. You know? And I have a thing for, like, hot Latino women are fucking hot anyways. I love that shit. You can do movies on Discord. I guess I could watch movies. I just don't know what the legality of that kind of stuff is, guys. I don't want to get in trouble. No, I don't want to die while having sex, but I like when women are rough, dude. Like, punch me in the face, throw me on the bed, take this dick. That's what I want. Yeah, I think she is a lesbian too, but that's never stopped me before, bitches. I've had sex with a girl that was supposedly a lesbian, turned her back to the D side. Yes, sir. That was a while ago, but that was fun. Had a lot of fun with her. She's like, I like the vagina. I was like, oh, you like dick. She's like, no, I'm pretty keen on vagina. I was like, when's the last time you had some dick? She's like, it's been a while. I was like, I'm gonna turn you back to the D side, and she's been straight ever since. So, yeah, maybe I'll watch some movies with you guys sometime on Discord, dude. That'd be dope. You got on Facebook who got sued for uploading Deadpool. Yeah, it is risky. We'll do this stream like this for a while. I like this. You guys asking me questions and me just kind of talking. And then I'll stop the stream and then I'll start it up and we'll play games. But I'll keep this stream separate of us just talking about things and chilling. Look at this kitten, dude. What? That's what she does, dude. All you gotta do is hold her and pet her for a little bit. And she fucking does this all the time, dude. She's too cute. She'll start purring. People that say they don't like cats are wrong. I've never had a good cat. Gay. I told my brother to get me a Red Bull, and he's like, I didn't see it, man, I left. Yeah, I love kittens, dude. Like, guys, I'm telling you, I mean, I get people that are allergic. If you're allergic and you can't have cats, I get it. But just, if you're not, keep trying. You know, like, if you get, like, a little buddy like this, dude, like, she'll sit with me like this all day. She'll watch movies with me, dude. I'll watch a movie, and she will sit next to me, and she'll watch it like it's going on and shit. She wakes me up, you know, like, she'll come and wake me up and tap my cheek and sit up next to me and, you know, lick my fucking hair and shit. And I've always been way more cats, dude. You have to earn a cat's respect. But once you do, they're like people. Cats are way more like people than dogs are. Any dog you can get to love, yeah. You know, it just doesn't matter. Dogs are dogs. The cats are selective with who they like. Like, Binks does not like Ani that much, dude. Binks loves me. This cat loves both of us, but cats are great, dude. I mean, you gotta earn their respect. But once you do, they're way more like people than dogs, dude. And they don't just care about food. That's a complete myth, dude. This cat will do this right here, even when she's got a fucking full food dish, dude. Like, she loves to be, like, petted and stuff. But dogs, I get why people like dogs. It's nice to come home to something that is excited to see, but, dogs are gonna love whoever feeds them and whoever's there. Dogs love everybody. Most of them do. But dogs are loyal. You have that loyalty. But cats are loyal too, dude. Binks waits for me to get home every day by the door. My wife took a picture of Binks sitting next to the door, staring at the door like this, because he knows what time I come home every day, and he's waiting for me. So cats have that too. Cats just get a bad rap because they're more distant. You know what I mean? They don't have that excitedness about them when you come home and stuff, but they still love you. They just do it in their own way that their species are. They're just not set up like dogs that get that bad rap.
What's up?
Yeah, you would have told me, dude. I would have asked you to get me a fucking bull. I would have gave you a couple bucks. I didn't know you were even leaving. I would have given you more money because we don't got no fucking pop. Because you're a pop drinking motherfucker. Do you just bathe in Mountain Dew? This motherfucker drinks some Mountain Dew. Let me tell you. Because I'm going to have to go out and get pop. Cats can be excited, but they're not like dogs where they're just like losing their shit. Get a 12-pack. I don't know. I might get a DoorDash order or something and get some. I don't really feel like going anywhere. Yeah, I think Tyler just bathes in that shit, dude. Like, we never have poppy drinks at all. That's why I took the last Mountain Dew for hostage here. I'm gonna wait on it. You planning to do any videos again soon? I don't know, guys. It's just hard for me to find the time to do stuff like that. Okay, I work a schedule, what's called a circadian schedule. Okay, and hold on. So I work 7 days in a row, usually 10 to 11 hour days, and then I'll get 3 days off. Then I'll work 7, then I'll get 4 days off. So it's 7-3, 7-4. So I don't have a lot of time, especially during the work weeks, to really do that. So, and then when I finally get my days off, after working 70 some hours, I don't really feel like editing and sitting there and doing that stuff. And I just have a lot more fun just turning on the camera and being able to interact with you guys. This is more fun to me. You know what I mean? Like, this is more fun. The donations are also nice, for sure. I'm able to buy games to then stream some more. And all this money just goes right back into the YouTube page and shit. So, your mom and your sister had a heated argument last night. The streams are more cozy. Like, I'm just more or less retired from drama, guys. I think what a lot of you guys don't really seem to understand is that you really can't do this stuff anymore. Okay, and I know you guys appreciate my older stuff and the drama and everything I did in the past, and that's good. I had fun on here. But you guys got to remember, you can't do that stuff anymore. You can't. Okay, I don't want to get my shit kicked off of here, dude, because I'm not starting over. Okay, thanks, Jan. Appreciate that. Because I'm not starting over, guys. If my page gets knocked off of here, I'm done. It's over. I've already started over once. I'm not doing it again. I got way too many hours put into this page. And I'm not going to lose everything for some stupid drama video. Okay, it's too easy to do. YouTube will get rid of me, and there ain't going to be they don't know who I am. They don't care. Okay? I mean, those days you cannot call somebody out and call them retarded and stuff. Like that shit that I got into, what was it, last year with what's his name? That one guy that was calling me out about the donations or whatever. And, you know, that was out of the ordinary for me because I didn't really expect to get into any drama, and, you know, I pretty much destroyed him. But, you know, I'm surprised nothing came of that. You know, I try to stay out of drama anymore. Because it's just not, you can't do it, guys, okay? You're gonna get flagged. You're gonna get taken down. Okay, motherfuckers are crybabies anymore, dude. It's just, you can't, it's not the same anymore. Radical Rick, dude, yeah, I destroyed him, you know. That was a little taste of my past things, but I can't do it. You guys don't get it. And it's just like, well, put it on your other page, and blah, blah, blah. No, guys, I mean, it still attracts drama. I don't want the drama. I'd rather just, you know, like, I got 162 people in here right now watching me. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. You know, I don't think it's necessary to have that drama anymore. That time has passed. I'm not the same person I am anymore in general, you know what I mean? Like, I've changed as a person. It's not worth it to me to sit down and make a 2-hour drama video on some bullshit that I really don't even care about that much. I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, would I have made a big deal about the CMOS battery in the PS4 and whatnot? I probably would have made a series of videos about it, you know what I mean? But I can't get invested in it that much, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and then the more you think about it, it's like, okay, 15 years from now when the battery fucking dies on the PS4, I mean, am I really gonna care that much? Probably not, dude. You know, it's just, it's hard for me to really get off on drama anymore. Life's too short, dude. And I would think that you guys would like this more. Don't you guys like hanging out with me more and playing games? And, you know, like, I'm a gamer. I like to play games. You know, I like to hang out with you guys. I can talk with you guys. There's not a lot of YouTubers that will hang out with their fans like this, and I would think that people would just like this a lot more. It's not like I don't have hundreds of drama videos that you guys can watch and rants and stuff. I might still do the occasional rant. But, thanks, Behemoth. Thanks, Bird. What would you say is the best PSP model? Personally, I like the ruggedness in the UMD drive assembly of the 1000 model. The PSP 1000 is junk. And I like the thickness of it. It does have weightiness to it. There is more parts in it, but there's just more there's more to break down in the 1000 model. The D-pad is garbage. So, like, if you're playing a game that needs diagonals, like, I remember I had the 1000 model back in the day, and I had the Gradius collection, and you can't even play that game, dude, because the 1000's D-pad is garbage. Like, you have to do, like, weird mods on it for it to even be able to do diagonals. It's a really bad D-pad. I would say the 2000 and the 3000 model are the way to go. Honestly, I wouldn't even get a PSP full stop, dude. Just get a Vita. This right here, I mean, this is the best D-pad of all time. Of all time, dude. I'm not kidding, dude. This D-pad is fucking straight sex. And you can play PSP games on the Vita with an OLED screen. So, you know, just get a modded Vita. I have not charged this thing in weeks. I think it's still got a charge. Yeah, we're still at full battery. I got my Earthbound game on here. I can't get it to focus. But I got, you know, let me make sure I saved it here real quick. Hold on. So, I mean, I just got a million things on here, guys. I mean, you know, there's my RetroArch. I got Danganronpa. I think I may have lost my other Danganronpa game. I don't know where it went. You know, I got all my stuff on here. You know, I can still get on the store and buy stuff. It's all modded. And, just get a Vita. Vita's where it's at, dude. Vita is awesome. I love my Vitas, dude. I got, you know, let me show you guys something. It's the best handheld ever. Let me show you guys something. This is like the case from Pulp Fiction. This is my Pulp Fiction Vita case. I just open it and light comes fucking blasting out of it. So I got that Vita. I got another black Vita in here. I just procured this one not too long ago. My white Vita. This one's like brand new. I actually got that from Gaming Goose. And then I got my old Dingu in here. That one with the broken top button. That battery's probably toasting this thing. I got my 3DS. My small one, that black model. I hardly ever use this one though. And I got another Vita in this. This is in a Dragon Quest 8 slipcover. So this is the first Vita I ever had. This one's in perfect condition. So I got 3 black ones and a white one. So, and they're all modded. So you guys think I have a problem? I think I have a problem. So I got all those. Hold on. I got some goofy stuff in here too. I got a bad copy of the 100th issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly. And then I got just like a loose copy of it. It's like one of my favorite. This is like one of my favorite EGMs I used to read back in the day. Then I have issue number 1 of Nintendo Power in here, sealed. So I can't remember how much I bought that for. It was like $60 or something. I can't remember. But I keep all this in like a case here. Yeah, I got Vitas on top of Vitas on top of Vitas. I'm repping. I love Vita, dude. I'm not even kidding when I tell you guys how good Vita is. It's just ridiculous, and I highly recommend getting them before they're gonna get too fucking expensive to buy, dude. I'm telling you. What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're precious. Darkside Phyllis 9 hours in Resident Evil 8 and just beat Lady D. Are you fucking serious, dude? Wow. That's sad. What are you doing, Banksy? I have some SD to Vita memory cards around here somewhere. I don't know where they are. Banksy, come here. Come here. Oh, this is my big boy. This is my big boy. This is the big one. It's the biggins. This cat is like 10 pounds, dude. He's fucking enormous. He's basically like a baby panther. He's fucking huge. What are you doing? And he'll just let you hold him like a baby too. Yeah, I think Darkside Phil just milks his games, guys. There's no way he's that bad. The game's not even hard. The game is easy as fuck. So yeah, black cats are awesome. People are always like, oh, black cats are mean or black cats are bad luck. Nah, dude. You're a sweetheart, aren't you? Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? He's got anxiety, though, dude. He's always worried about everything. If you get up out of your chair too fucking fast, he'll run across the room. My brother's cat doesn't really get along with the other two too well, but for the most part, black cats are really docile, dude. I've never had a mean black cat. Cats are sweet, dude. If you can get a good cat, there ain't a better pet out there, in my opinion. They will be your buddies. He always comes up and chills with me when I'm gaming and shit. You like to be held like a baby, don't you? Huh. You're a good boy. Yeah, he'll just fall asleep if you hold him like this. I don't have a Vita Slim. I had one at one time, and I sold it to someone on FDU. They wanted it, and I was like, I don't really like it that much, so I sold it. I don't like... It just feels cheap. You got the hiccups? You got the hiccups, buddy? Rob becoming a crazy cat lady. Black cats are very cautious. I've noticed. I've had a few of them now, and they're usually way more cautious. The tabbies are way more, way more crazy, and they attack things, and they're very energetic and stuff. What was your opinion? I like cats, but my sister's allergic to them. Yeah, that sucks. I'm glad I'm not allergic to them. Yeah, you up here too? You want to get up here too? Here, get up here. Oh, he's gonna jump. Okay. What did you think about Resident Evil 8 factory level? I like the factory. I thought it was really cool. I don't know why people are having trouble with the factory. It's not hard. There's nothing hard about it, and I didn't get lost at all. I had no problem in the factory. It was cool. I liked how Heisenberg was talking to you the whole time, and I don't know, it just felt like something out of Saw or something. It was neat. Let's get Taco Bell. Dude, I can't stand Taco Bell, dude. I literally only eat Taco Bell because it's like one of the only things that's open and shit. No, the Vita's not hard to mod, but I honestly couldn't tell you how to do it anymore. I haven't done it in so long. It may have changed since the last time I've done it. There's no reason why I need 4 of them, guys. I'm a lunatic. I'm gonna see how much those SD to Vita things are actually going for. Oh, somebody! Oh, thanks, Zell. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, his SD to Vita adapter's only like $5. I've been playing that Judgment game. Zell gave me this Judgment game, dude, and that Judgment is awesome. I am really enjoying Judgment. Probably enjoying Judgment more than I enjoyed fucking Resident Evil Village. You have 3 3DSs. I have 2 3DSs. I don't know where my red one is. It's around here somewhere. Thanks, Darkstar. Last time I had Taco Bell, there was mold on the burrito. Oh, that's disgusting. Will you be streaming the new Ratchet & Clank game? I don't really like Ratchet & Clank, dude. Get down! Hey! You get down. No. 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 She's getting up there wanting to knock my lava lamp down. Lee's chicken. Lee's chicken is better than Popeyes? I don't know about that. Lee's chicken is really close. I would say Popeyes and then Lee's. No, you can't knock my lava lamp down. She wants to really bad, though. There's a chicken shortage? There's a shortage of everything, dude. It's ridiculous. Those original 3DSs were terrible, dude. Those fucking teal ones, those fucking really small ones they made first, they had a terrible D-pad, dude. Go play. Go play with Binks. Go. Yeah, the D-pad on the original 3DSs were garbage. I hated them. Canes sucks. Dude, Raising Canes is garbage. I don't get it, dude. I've had people tell me that. I'm all about Canes. I'm gonna go get me some Canes. Oh, I love that dipping sauce. Dude, their chicken would have no taste at all if it wasn't for that dipping sauce, dude. It wouldn't even be... Like, I mean, even the sauce isn't even that great. Like, it's just like really bland Walmart chicken or something. Like, there's nothing that great about Raising Canes, dude. I got one around here, and people are lined up around the fucking block, dude. Like, they're giving out blowjobs along with the fucking chicken. And it's like, you would think they'd be getting, like, handies or, like, getting hand jobs at the same time they're giving out this chicken, dude, with how people freak out about it around here. It ain't that good, dude. Nah, Cane's is not God tier, dude. I've had it several times now, and I've been disappointed with it every time. You must not have Lee's Chicken around where you live, Boss Ross, because Lee's Chicken stomps the shit out of that. Popeyes is better. Hell, I would take fucking Chick-fil-A over Cane's. It just ain't that good. It's just, you know, what the fuck is the big deal about it, dude? It's just chicken. It doesn't even taste like they even put any kind of spices or anything interesting on it. It just tastes like bland chicken to me. I don't get it. You're supposed to like the sauce. Well, if the only thing good about the restaurant is the sauce, okay, and you can't eat the chicken plain without the sauce, then it ain't that good of chicken. Like, I don't get it. And the sauce ain't that good, dude. I've had it. I've had everything, almost everything that everybody tells me to get on that menu. First of all, there's only like 4 things on the fucking menu to begin with. But, you know, I'd go down and get some Popeyes, dude. At least Popeyes has like some flavor to the chicken. It's just basic chicken. You know, like, I mean, God help you if they forget the sauce on that Cane's, and then you just got fucking tasteless chicken. I'm not waiting. I waited in line for 45 minutes to get Raising Cane's because they put one around where I live, and everybody's flipping out about it. And when I tell you that the line is around the fucking goddamn block, it is around the block, okay, for this chicken. So I was like, man, there must be something really crazy about this, you know. And I waited in line for 45 minutes. Got it. I'm like, first off, I'm going to eat it without the sauce first. I eat it. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? It literally tastes like a Walmart, you know, like a Walmart frozen chicken or something. And it was just really basic. And and then my wife's like, you got to try the sauce. Put it in the sauce, okay? Like, she's so excited about the sauce. She's about to dump it all over her titties and shit. It's like, oh, it's about the cane sauce. Oh. And then we try. I'm like, okay. It's okay. And, you know, I'm telling you, man, I better bust a nut after waiting 45 minutes for any kind of food, dude. Any kind of food. I don't get the Popeyes chicken strips, dude. Sometimes I get the strips, but I'll get their shrimp. They used to have these shrimp po' boys that were fucking delicious. Their chicken sandwiches are legit. Although I will say, fucking Burger King has these like chicken sandwiches now, like they're like hand tossed chicken sandwiches. And I don't even like Burger King, but damn, that's a legit fucking chicken sandwich. Actually, I might go get me that pretty soon. Get me a Burger King chicken sandwich, dude, because they're fucking good. They're legit. I'll go to Burger King, dude. You know I'm getting old when I'll go to a restaurant that I don't really like that much, just because there's never a line. There's never a line, so I can just always go to Burger King. I know I can go to Burger King and go right through because nobody ever goes to Burger King around here. Chicken is chicken to me, okay? Like, it's just chicken. Chicken, in my opinion, is like the most boring thing you could possibly eat. So for me to eat chicken, it better have fucking crazy herbs, crazy spices. There better be something to it. Okay, but if I'm going to Raising Cane's and waiting 45 minutes for just a breaded piece of chicken that it has like no flavor, okay, Like, I'm just, without the sauce, there's literally nothing to this chicken, dude. Like, it sucks. Wendy's is always fucking packed. I got a Wendy's right down the street from me, and then Wendy's is always packed around here. I don't even like Wendy's that much, honestly, but I love their lemonades. Chicken is boring, dude. Like, it's the most boring thing you could possibly eat. So for me to actually want to eat it, it better be Crazy Town, dude. It better have crazy fucking spices on it. It better have, like, put it in, like, some kind of weird sandwich or something. There has to be something there. Buffalo Wild Wings, I would argue, was never that good. And I would argue that, people when they were younger, it was fun to go to B-dubs with your friends and stuff, and you romanticize how the food was, but then as you get older, you start to realize that it wasn't really that good to begin with. Wendy's is okay. Wendy's just is missing that one great thing that I always go back for. You know what I mean? If I go to McDonald's, I'm getting a Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I go to fucking Burger King, I'm usually getting their fish sandwich, or maybe a Whopper or something, I guess. But like Arby's, I'm getting their Reuben. They got really good Reubens. Or I'm getting their 5 for $5 deals or whatever the fuck they got going on. But Wendy's just don't got that, It's just like single, double, triple. If I'm a fat pig, if I want a sandwich the size of a house, like, nah, I'm good, dude. But Wendy's just don't have that. There's just nothing really that special about their menu. Their chicken sandwiches are okay, I guess. Wendy's fries are disgusting. The Wendy's takes forever. So if you're gonna go to Wendy's, you gotta commit. Okay, I've never been to a Wendy's that I've never been in a line for at least 15 minutes because I'll give it to them. They're cooking their shit fresh. But if I'm gonna wait that long, dude, I might as well go to an inside fucking restaurant. And Wendy's is expensive. I don't have Jack in the Box around here. It's not an Ohio thing. So I've never been to Jack in the Box. I went to In-N-Out when I went to Arizona with Asa, and it was pretty good. But when I was in Arizona with Asa, my stomach was fucked up because I was like jet lagged from the plane, and I just did not feel good, dude. So I didn't really get to enjoy In-N-Out like Asa wanted me to. When I go to Wendy's, I usually get their chicken. I'll get their chicken bacon thing. It's weird that you said Five Guys because I was actually telling Ani, I was like, I might go give Five Guys another shot today. I've had Five Guys several times, guys. But I might actually go get Five Guys. Yeah, In-N-Out is always when me and Asa went, it was busy. It was like, damn. Oh, we got sports grills and wing places everywhere around here, dude. And especially in the town I live. Me and Asa are still friends. We talked the other day. Asa's just doing his own thing, guys. Chicken Express, I don't think we have anything like that. Culver's is delicious. Culver's is good, but you're waiting at Culver's. I mean, you're not rolling through the line. It's not, you're not gonna go through the Culver's drive-through and be through it in 10 minutes. Nah, you're gonna be waiting. They usually give you a number, and you gotta fucking wait. You gotta commit. You gotta make sure you want Culver's because you're gonna be waiting. I never had Whataburger. I heard it's fucking good, though. I got a Hardee's down the street from me. Hardee's is good. But I've kind of turned myself off of it. I've had Hardee's a lot. So I'm kind of sick of it. Whataburger is not. We don't have that around here. You're waiting at Culver's. You're waiting at least 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes. That's my limit. Okay, if I pull up to a drive-through I'll wait 15, 20 minutes. I'm not waiting 45 minutes. I'm not waiting 30 minutes. Not doing it. No. Oh yeah, I'll go home and make a peanut butter and jelly fucking sandwich before I'll wait that long for food, dude. I won't do it. Culver's is good. I got nothing really bad to say about Culver's. They're legit. They're fucking Reubens, dude. I'm a Reuben junkie, okay? If I go to a restaurant and they got a Reuben, I'm eating it. I don't care what else is on the menu. I love Reubens, dude. I love corned beef anyways, so you put, $1,000 dressing, corned beef, sauerkraut, rye bread. Put it on my nips. Put it on my nippies. Fucking put that sandwich on my butt. I don't like pizza that much, dude. I'm not a pizza guy. As a matter of fact, I got pizza in the fucking fridge that Ani ordered 2 days ago, and I was just like, it wasn't that good. I'm just so sick of pizza. Dude, I mean, because when you hang out with people, and a lot of people I hung out with back in the day were like really picky eaters. My brother's a picky eater, so we're always eating pizza. And I've just never been we're gonna have a pizza party. Everybody, we can't ever have, let's go like somewhere. It's always gonna be a pizza party. And, I don't. Why is it? What about pizza gives the image of partying? You know what I mean? Like I never understood it. It's like the most unoriginal thing you could possibly do. Is like, let's have a pizza party. Oh, party down. Pepperoni, slice of pepperoni. It's just a rave now. Like we're having a party. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of pizza, dude. I very rarely eat pizza anymore. It's just, it's like the go-to thing for picky eaters that don't want to eat anything or try new food. Let's get pizza. You're in a room of people, you don't know what everybody's going to eat. Everybody's going to eat pizza. Let's get pizza. It's just boring. And pizza gives me fucking heartburn, dude. Always. The greasiness. Very rarely. And I like greasy-ass pizza, don't get me wrong. If I'm going to eat pizza, it better be greasy. It better be, better be something to it. But it gives me heartburn. So, but I'm just sick of pizza, dude. Yeah, it's just everybody. Every time I go to a birthday party, someone's house, chilling with, going on a date with some girl or something, it's just pizza. And I'm just like, oh, I'm good. I never eat pizza anymore, dude. Like I said, Ani ordered a pizza from this place called Cousin Vinny's that we have around here, and I ate one slice of it. I was like, done, dude. It just gives me gas, gives me heartburn. And I've had New York style pizza, and it's just like, okay, it's like a, paper thin, floppy piece of shit in your hand, like, oh, I'm gonna get a piece of pizza that just droops down and just basically just melts. There's a New York style pizza just disintegrates in your hand into dust. And it's just like, okay, I guess that was a thing. Like, I cook. Okay, like, I can cook. Like, if I'm gonna eat, I'll cook myself a steak. Like, I'll cook pasta. I don't. Last thing I'm gonna eat is pizza. I like sushi a great deal. I don't like Mexican food. That's Ani. Ani loves Mexican food. I don't like Mexican food. Not my thing, dude. It's just all the same food in a different wrapper, dude. You want a taco in a taco shell? Or do you want it in a tortilla? Or do you want it with no shell at all on a plate? Okay? Do you want it, like, what do you want it in? I mean, like, it's the same innards in different shells. That's all Mexican food is, dude. Okay? It's just like, oh, it's a Mexican eggs. It's eggs with salsa on and cheese. Or here's beans, rice, meat, lettuce. Here's beans, rice, meat, and lettuce on a plate. Beans, rice, meat, and lettuce in a tortilla. Beans, rice, meat, and lettuce in a shell. Okay? Like, what the fuck, dude? It's the same shit. It's just like, they got like 4 ingredients that they put in like everything. And it's just like, I get so sick of it. I just... And then there's always that one Mexican place that everybody's like, man, you gotta go there. It'll change your life, man. Oh my God, it's the best thing to ever happen to me. And you'll go there and it's just like, Is it beans, rice, meat, and lettuce in a shell? Yeah? Well, then I've had it. I've seen it. Okay? I don't care. I do like Greek food. Thanks, so. I'm from upstate New York, and we got the best pizza here. That's what everybody always says, dude. That's like the thing of whenever somebody lives somewhere, we got the best pizza. And they're like, fuck you! We got the best pizza! And it's just like they get like all upset. Who gives a fuck, dude? Go fuck. Give a shit if somebody has the best pizza. Who gives a fuck, dude? Okay? The fuck? It's just pizza. And at the end of the day, you know, like, oh, you guys got the best pizza? Oh, I'm moving there, dude. I'm about to sell my house right now, dude. Hold on, I'm about to put it on the market. Yeah, upstate New York's got the best pizza, dude. You know? I thought I had the best pizza around here. I've been getting fucked the whole time. Who knew? Like, I just care, dude. I don't give a fuck. If I went to New York, I wouldn't even eat pizza. Pizza Master Race. Oh, I'm moving up there. I heard they got good pizza, man. There's only so many ways you can have dough and cheese and pizza sauce and pepperoni on something. Okay? You know, how many times I've gone and like some mom and pop place and they're like, man, you gotta go here, man. They got killer pizza. And it's just fucking pizza, dude. Like, there's only so many ways you can do it. It's the same shit. I mean, what are they putting fucking heroin on it? I mean, what's different about it? What's so addictive about this pizza? That you're just stuffing it, you're rolling it up into a dildo shape and stuffing it up your ass. It's a fucking pizza, dude. Like, it's... the crust might be different, okay? Who cares? I like a thick crust. It's gotta be 14 inches thick. Who cares? It's crust. Give a fuck, dude. It's got the same shit on it. Chicken finger pizza. You start to change it so much, and then it's not pizza anymore. Then it's a bunch of leftovers and random shit thrown on some dough. Dude, Little Caesars used to be dank. And it's hard for me to even have Little Caesars. Like, I remember Little Caesars being the bomb in the 90s. Whenever people had pizza parties, I remember I would go to, they would be at Little Caesars. And you'd go in, and it was, you know, more like a Pizza Hut type thing, you know what I mean? They had like an inside place you could go inside and do that shit, and they had some straight up, you know, dank ass fucking pizza, and now it's just like below frozen pizza quality. I'm not sure at what point that happened. When did that change? Like, when did Little Caesars completely lose its mind? Like, I get it, okay? It's a $5 pizza. You can't expect that much from it. But who asked for that? I didn't ask for Little Caesars to, you know, make garbage pizza. You know, start, you know, getting dumpster pizza. When did that change? Like, when did that happen? Can anybody pinpoint the year that Little Caesars had a stroke and never recovered? I remember Little Caesars being dank in the 90s, dude. But I don't know when it changed, because there was a long period of time that I did not have Little Caesars, or there wasn't one around here, and then they came back, and then it was just like sub frozen pizza quality. 2009, okay, that sounds about right. Dude, no, I'd rather eat cardboard, dude. I'd rather eat cardboard than their pizza. My brother will get it all the time because it's cheap. And you're like, you want a piece? I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. Fucking when DiGiorno's pizza is like gourmet compared to the pizza that you're selling at your fucking pizza shop, you got a problem. Thanks to Melody. Little Caesars at Kmart was a vibe. Little Caesars was good. It was good. When somebody said they were getting Little Caesars back in the day, I mean, that was good pizza back in the day, dude. I used to live in this town called New Carlisle, and they had a Little Caesars there, and it was a small town, so everybody had their birthday parties there, and their pizza was good. I had somebody tell me the other day that Chuck E. Cheese's pizza was good. I was like, what? I was like, are you retarded? Are you mental? No, it's not. Nobody actually ate the pizza there. It's not even edible. I didn't even think it was even real. I thought it was like a plastic toy they brought out to make it look like, they bring it out with the birthday parties and set it on your table, but nobody actually ate it. It's not actually edible. I thought it was poison. Okay? You're out playing on the toys, playing on the games and the machines and stuff. You're not eating that fucking garbage, dude. Chuck E. Cheese's pizza was just ugh, horrible. Last time me and Ani went up to Michigan to see her parents, we went to this bowling alley and we had pizza there. It was disgusting, dude. That was probably the worst pizza I ever had. I remember like eating it. I turned to her, Ani's parents. I was like, "Do you guys like this?" And they're like, "No." I was like, dropped it like on the plate. I was like, "Good." Chuck E. Cheese's pizza. I was just like, it's like they go out. That's like they throw it outside and run it over with the car before they fucking serve it to you. It always comes out like all fucked up looking, like it's diseased. It's fucking weird, dude. The kitten is curled up on my foot. Did they have a controversy over their pizza? My local Chuck E. Cheese made fresh pizza. It was tasty. Bowling alley pizza is always a mixed bag. Yeah, you never know. I never ate at Chuck E. Cheese, dude. I was always, as a kid, you go to Chuck E. Cheese, you're so excited about playing the games and everything that I never ate. I was always too excited. When I get excited about something, I don't have an appetite. You know what I mean? Like I'm focused on other things. I'm excited to be at a birthday party. I remember one time I never, like when I was a kid, I stayed home a lot. Okay, like, I was a gamer anyways, and people would come to my house and we would play games, but I didn't go to a lot of places, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't. I went to birthday parties occasionally, but, 9 times out of 10, I would usually choose to just chill at home or, something like that, but I got invited to a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party by my best friend at the time, and I really wanted to go because I hadn't been in forever, and I remember I was sick. Dude, I was sick. I felt like shit. Dude, and I remember I was just like, I'm going, regardless. I knew if I told my mom I was sick, like, she wasn't going to let me go. So I was fucking, like, sitting in the car, like, you know what I mean? She's like, are you all right? I'm like, oh, yeah. Jeez, let's go. You know what I mean? And I remember, like, I was playing, like fucking skee ball and shit. It was like I could, like, barely throw the ball because I was, like, so sick, dude. I should not have been there. And I remember I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I was, like, puking. And I'd come back out and throw another skee ball, you know what I mean? And I remember just, like, getting my tickets or whatever and looking at the stuff and just, like, leaning on the counter because I was, like, dying, dude. But, I knew if I fucking said anything, I wasn't going to be allowed to go. So I fucking went anyways. But that's one of my memories of, Chuck E. Cheese. Anchovies on pizza is good. Some of you guys have to get past the whole, ooh, anchovies on pizza, ooh, it's good. Anchovy pizza is good. Like, it's legit. If you haven't had it, like, it's good. We got this place around here called Marion's Pizza, and they got a killer anchovy pizza, dude. Like, it's legit. So, like, I'll just get cheese and anchovies. Traditional anchovy pizza is really, really good. So, but I gotta eat, guys. All this food talk, I gotta eat. So I'm probably gonna go get some Five Guys and give that another shot. I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I gotta eat something. But I'll be back, guys. It is early. It's only 3:52 here. So I don't like pineapple on pizza, dude. I've tried it several times. It's not the horrendous, worst thing ever that some people make it out to be, but it's not good. Anchovies on pizza is good. It's good. It's really good. Salty. I love salty shit. Yeah, the anchovies are boneless. Yeah, you can eat them. Eat them whole. They're really good. So, but I'll be back, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna title this. I'm gonna title it something different. So. Yeah, I'll probably do some ROMs or something later. Maybe I'll get Returnal, go trade in Resident Evil Village real